Today, we're going to dive into 7 passive income ideas that's going to help you boost your income without taking over your life. So whether you're looking to quit that 9 to 5 job that you hate so much and bring in some extra cash, or just dive into a new side hustle that's going to make you some money while you sleep, we got you covered. So in today's video, we're going to break down all 7 side hustles and rank them from 1 to 5, with 1 being the easiest and 5 being the hardest, based on how hard it is to get started, how hard it is to make money from it, and how hard it is to maintain it. And honestly, guys, I think I have some good option for you guys that's going to help you boost your income with just a little bit of effort. So let's get started. So number 1 on our list to making a passive income is to build an app or a software product where you can also sell it to users as a one-time purchase, or you can do a subscription service, but this usually falls under the SaaS category. So in terms of starting out, I'll rate this a 4 out of 5 difficulties, because creating an app is actually really hard. You usually need to know how to code, and I would know because I've taken programming back in college. It's actually really hard. And the hardest part, I would say, is actually creating a product of value, which can take a lot of time and effort. But with the rise of artificial intelligence like ChatGPT, Google AI, it's actually a bit easier to code now because you can just have an AI do the entire thing for you. But I would still recommend learning some basic programming language, because you want to have an idea of what the AI is doing, and it gives you a little bit more control over the process. So now that you have your app, making money from it is another problem. So I'll also rate this a 4 out of 5 in terms of difficulty, because building an app is one thing, but making money from the app is another thing. You would actually have to market the app so it can attract users, convince these users to pay for the service, and the only way you're going to do that is if the app is adding some sort of value. The good news is that maintaining it is actually pretty easy once you have the app up and running. So I'll make maintenance a 2 out of 5 difficulty, because once you upload it in the App Store, there's nothing else you need to do unless you want to make some quarterly update and add some new features. Other than that, it should start making you passive income with little to no effort. Number 2, starting a blog. So starting a blog is actually really easy. All you need to do is create a website using a platform like Bluehost. And if you're not familiar with Bluehost, you can always go on YouTube and look up some tutorials. That's exactly what I did when I wanted to create my blog, Le Secret de la Mode. So in terms of starting difficulty, I'll rank it a 2 out of 5, because again, starting a blog is actually pretty easy. Essentially, a blog involves publishing your own content to your own website. And if the content is good enough, it will generate traffic, which you can then use to monetize your blog, right? And this is usually done through AdSense or just promoting your own product. And the thing with blogging is, unlike YouTube, it doesn't automatically generate revenue just because people are reading your posts. So essentially, you would have to find a way to monetize this traffic that your blog is generating. So in terms of making money, I'll rate this a 3 out of 5. And there's so many ways to monetize your blog. For example, you can sign up for an ad program like Google AdSense. And once you're approved, you can then place Google ad on your website. And then for every click, you'll get paid for it. Another way to make money is by working with sponsors. So what would happen is a lot of these companies will pay you a fixed rate so they can put their ads on your website. And whether people click on it or not, you'll still get paid. But the problem with this is you want to have a really engaging audience. And also you want your traffic to be really high, so your click-through rate could be really high, so these companies would want to continue working with you. You can also make money through affiliate link by promoting other people's product in your website. But you're only going to get paid a commission if people actually purchase the product, not just viewing or clicking on it. And lastly, you can use a blog to promote your own product. So let's say your blog is about sustainable fashion, right? What you can do is you can create an online sustainable fashion boutique, and then you can use the blog to promote that boutique to generate sales. In terms of maintenance, I'll rank this a 3 out of 5, because it doesn't have to be that hard, especially if you're treating it as a hobby. But if you're treating it more as a business, it can get a little bit difficult, especially if the blog is growing. So you may have to start hiring people to help you with the content creation, the marketing, and other tasks that you have to do. So this can get a little bit difficult. The third idea for generating a passive income is starting a YouTube channel, something I'm familiar with since I'm here talking to you guys on YouTube. Let's break this down even more using our scaling system. How hard it is to create a YouTube channel? Well, it's actually pretty easy, so I'm going to rank this 1 out of 5. You can literally go to youtube.com, click create a channel, and there you have it. In fact, you can actually do it on your phone, film the video on your phone, and upload it from there. But the problem is creating a high quality video that's going to generate a lot of views. That's a different ball game, and that's where the real challenge begins. How hard it is to start making money from YouTube? Well, for you to be eligible for monetization, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And it usually takes about making 100 videos before you even start seeing your first 1,000 subscribers. So if you think that's going to happen overnight, that's probably never going to happen. Unless you're one of those people who just goes viral just by posting one video, and that's like really lucky and really rare. But most of the time, you're going to have to be really consistent by posting 1 or 2 videos each week for the next 2 years before you start seeing significant return. Once you hit your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, your next challenge is to make your first $100, right? But on average, the YouTube CPM, which is cost per mil, is usually around $2 and $5, right? That's how much money you'll make per 1,000 views. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a conversion estimate of $3. So now, to make your first $100 per month, you'll need at least 33,000 views and a $3 CPM. And let's assume you post one video per week, right? That's about 8,300 views per videos to achieve that goal. And the real problem comes in because you would have to essentially be really consistent on posting high quality videos, which can be really tough. But the cool part is once you hit 1,000 subscribers, it's actually pretty easy to grow the channel because you actually find a formula that works. So in terms of making money, I'll make it a 3 out of 5 because of the consistency, and some people find it really hard to keep going. But in terms of maintenance, I'll also rank that a 3 out of 5 because once you post a video, you don't ever have to think about it again. And it's just going to keep making you money for years to come. But the problem is if you start going to things like sponsorship, brand deals, affiliate, that's when things can get a little bit hard. But again, in terms of maintenance, 3 out of 5, pretty simple. The fourth idea for generating a passive income is by selling a digital product. These are items you create once, like an ebook, a downloadable guide, or a digital course. How hard it is to start a digital product? Honestly, it's actually pretty easy, so I'll rank it 2 out of 5 difficulty. Anyone can write an ebook, which counts as a digital product, but the key is to add enough value so you can justify the price. And that's where the real problem comes in, especially if you're new in the field. Creating a digital product is one thing, and selling it is different. And that's because the market is really competitive, and you have to be really good to get people to buy your product. So what I'll recommend is find a problem that your audience has, solve that problem, and charge for the solution. And if you can know these 3 things, making money is actually more realistic. It's not going to be easy, obviously, but it's actually doable, especially if your product addresses real problem that people are willing to pay. So in terms of level of difficulty of how hard it is to make money, I'll say 3 out of 5. In terms of maintenance, I'll rate it 2 out of 5 because once the product is created, there's usually little to no maintenance required. If anything, you may have to make some update occasionally or some customer support, and that's about it. The fifth idea for generating passive income is by creating and selling an online course. This is very similar to a digital product, but the main difference is that an online course is typically in video format. In terms of getting started, I'll rate the level of difficulty 2 out of 5. It's not too hard to make an online course, especially with today's technology. You can record the entire course on your smartphone. Just set it up and start teaching something you're knowledgeable about. It doesn't really require a lot of technical skills. But the thing is, making money from an online course requires your content to be really good because nobody's going to pay for something that doesn't add any significant value. But if you have any form of online presence, like a YouTube channel, a blog, or any form of social media platform, it can be a little bit easier for people to be interested in your course. But at the end of the day, if your course is adding any sort of significant value, people will naturally recommend it and share it anyway, which will make you more money. So I'll say in terms of how hard it is to make money, 3 out of 5. In terms of maintenance, I'll say 2 out of 5 because once you have the course up and running, there's not much update you need to do. You might have to refresh the content occasionally, but that's about it. So maintaining the course is pretty easy. If anything, I'll say you may have to try to focus on growing your traffic just so you can get that natural growth over time. Let's talk about investing in stock and shares. So investing in the stock market is probably one of the easiest way to make a passive income because you're essentially adding value by putting your money to work for you. So how does that work? So when you buy a company stock, you're essentially buying a piece of that company and you're giving the company your money in exchange for an expected return on your investment. And if you have money sitting in a saving account at a bank earning 0 in interest rate, that's not doing much for you. Whereas if you had it in stock, you could be making passive income from money that would otherwise be eating away inflation. For beginners, a great way to start is by investing your money in index. This is not financial advice, by the way. I'm just sharing what I do. So I post most of my money in the index fund like the S&P 500. So let's say, for example, you invest $1,000, right? So what happened is your money is spread out toward the top 500 companies in the US weighted by their size. So you will have a small percentage in like Apple, Tesla, Amazon, Facebook, and so on. To get started, all you need to do is sign up with a stockbroker. So if you're in the US, platform like Robinhood make it very easy for you. So I'll say the starting difficulty, 1 out of 5. It's actually pretty easy to start investing in stock these days. So making money from the stock market depends on the performance of the stock market. But on average, the S&P 500 has an annual rate of return of 10%, which means if you invest $1,000 right now, you could expect to make $100 every year. So I'll say the level of difficulty for making money is around 3 out of 5 because we still have to be a little bit realistic here because your return can still vary. So don't have your expectation up too high. Finally, in terms of maintenance, I'll say 1 out of 5 because it's actually pretty easy. Once you invest your money in the stock market, there's really nothing else you need to do. Unlike some other passive income that may require a little bit of effort, this one required low to little maintenance. The seventh idea for generating a passive income is through affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is you promote other people's product and you make a commission from every sales made on that product using your referral link. And according to Glassdoor, the average affiliate marketer make around 60,000 a year, and that's around 5,000 a month, and which is really good, by the way, for affiliate marketing. How hard it is to get started? I'll say it's actually pretty easy to get started, so I'll rank this a 1 out of 5. In fact, you can actually sign up for an affiliate program using the Amazon Associate, which is like the biggest one in the world. And once you get your referral link, you can actually post it on your social media account, like your YouTube channel, your blog, or Instagram, or any other social media platform. And when somebody make a purchase using your affiliate link, you'll receive a small commission. But making money from affiliate marketing is a whole different game. So let's assume that you're promoting a product that's selling for $100, right? And your commission is around 3%. You would be making $3 per sale. Assuming a conversion rate of 1%, it would mean that you would need at least 3,300 people to visit your website every month for you to be making at least $100 a month. And that's actually really difficult to do, especially if you only have a small blog or a small YouTube channel. And because of that, I'll rank affiliate marketing a 4 out of 5 in terms of making money because it's actually pretty difficult, especially when you're getting started, to build an audience. And in some cases, you may even have to establish authority in a certain niche just so you can generate organic traffic. But the good news is once you create your content and you start making money from affiliate marketing, maintaining it is actually pretty easy because you don't have to do as much work as you did when you started. So I'll rank that 2 out of 5. And there you have it, guys. 7 solid ideas that can help you generate a passive income. And if you found this video useful, don't forget to push the like button. And if you gain any value from this video, don't forget to subscribe, share, and push the notification bell. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.